Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome to the Blanks Spot Academy, guys. We're located at 224 O'Neill Court, Suite 26 and 27. That is in Columbia, South Carolina. Do me a favor, drop your city and state, like, share, and tag if you're seeing this, and definitely like it and share it if you find some value in the information. So, today, we're going to be discussing networking. Okay? And the power of networking. Growing, learning how to grow our small businesses, because I don't believe our businesses are small. I believe our businesses are as big as we can think. But learning how to grow your small or home-based business by networking, the power of networking. So, once again, as you jump on, drop your city and state, guys. Do me a favor. Definitely, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go over and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is the Blanks Spot. And the reason I thought about this is because there are a lot of smaller businesses out there that are struggling, trying to do everything themselves. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that is not what business is about. No strong, fortified, real business is going to grow by itself. We have to learn how to use networking. So let's look at networking and what it actually means. By definition, networking is making connections and building relationships. That's it. Making connections and building relationships. Remember, we can't do it alone. So imagine if you are baking a cake and you run out of sugar. Okay? Run out of sugar. The store is closed, or you just don't have time to do it, and you go to your neighbor's house and you say, hey, can I borrow a cup of sugar? All right, that's networking. In return, you give them a piece of that cake. All right? Building relationships. In business, a lot of times we focus only on selling people our products, but a lot of times we don't even think about building a relationship. Networking is not a one-way street. It's not a one-sided conversation. It's not me connect with you, me tell you what I got, and you buy my products and that's it. That's not networking. That's a business transaction. But when networking, or when considering networking, you have to consider how it is that the people that you connect with through platforms maybe such as these, maybe platforms, whether you're going to events, somebody may be local in your area hosting events. It's very important to understand the power of networking. Okay, the power of networking. So now, as I talk about this, people are going to ask questions probably on TikTok that I'm not going to answer because they're not on topic. We're talking about the power of networking in building your business. So just a little bit about the Blanks Spot. We've been in business. This store has been open for approximately 20 months now. Okay, so we're looking at 2 years in a minute, almost at 2 years. And if you think about it, as a business owner, you have to market your business, or else you won't have customers. So what you want to consider is a marketing strategy, but you also have to consider building a network. So one person asked, hi, I see you on live a lot. Is that a part of your current marketing strategy? What's the benefits? Well, that's a great question, and I'm going to address it as best I can. When building a business, you have to decide whether you're going to build a local business or you're going to build a global business or something that's outside of your current area. Maybe you decided to do some market research and you said, you know what, I'm going to go out 50-mile radius. I'm going to go out 150-mile radius. I may go to the tri-state or the neighboring states to build my business. I have to find out who wants what. Well, as a smaller business, we may not have the funds available to market our business. We may not have the funds available to market our business, just as big business has marketing budgets, marketing agents, advertising accounts, and things like that. So we have to use what we have at our hands or at our fingertips to actually grow and build our businesses. So the fact that I am on social media, whether you feel like I'm on here a lot or whether you feel like I'm not on here enough, the fact of that you see me, that means that I'm getting to somebody. So you want people to actually see your business. Having a business and then hiding it is not going to do anybody any good. Okay. If you're wanting to make money, if you're wanting to build a business, build a brand, or build some type of success. But let's get back. Hopefully that answered your question. Thank y'all for jumping on. I appreciate it. Drop your cities and your states. Please don't just pop on. Drop your cities and states. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We'd love to know who we're talking to, because this is going to help to get the information out. This may be some valuable information that you can in turn use for yourself or for somebody that you're networking with. Okay, that you're networking with. So, networking. Okay, networking. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. So, networking. Okay, building relationships, making connections. Ask yourself. I know it's just only the 25th day of the year, but ask yourself, how have you used networking, or are you using networking to build your business? Thank you. I appreciate it. How are you using networking to build your business? It should not be about a competition. Yes, we are in competition, but we should not be competing. And I don't want to confuse anybody about that, because there's several retail businesses that are out there that have the ability to do what you do, but nobody is going to do exactly what you do. So, have you used networking to build your business? Have I? Yes, I have. I do. I network all the time. I'm very careful about who I decide to network with or collaborate with. Okay. If you're confused about networking, what you need to consider is go and look up the definition of networking in the sense of making connections, collaborating, building relationships. Maybe there's somebody that has something that I need, maybe a service or a product. Maybe I have a huge order that's going to come in. Maybe I have a huge order that's going to come in, and I don't have the capability to do the order. However, I have made connections with another print shop. I've made connections with an individual or a business that provides some of the services that I need. I have already checked out their quality of their products, and then I can actually go ahead and say, hey, you know what? I need some support. Basically, I'm going to put in an order, and that's it. So, networking. Okay, the idea of networking is to definitely make sure that you build some connections. Building connections is going to help you grow. There's a lot of people who believe, especially smaller businesses, they believe that nobody can do it like you. Have y'all ever heard of the idea or the concept that if you want it done right, you should do it yourself? Has anybody ever heard of that? If you want it done right, you should do it yourself. Well, I'm gonna debunk that myth, because there are a lot of people who can do what we do better than us, or they can do what we do just as well as us. Learning how to build, and this is only for people who want to build a business. If there's anybody who pops on and they see this and they say, well, you know what? I'm not looking to network, or this is for people who want to grow in different areas. I'm not looking to network. I'm good doing things by myself. This is not for you. Okay. If that is you, this is not for you. This is only for people who want to build a bigger business, which means you're going to be able to build a broader spectrum, broader business. So we're located in Columbia, South Carolina. Let's say we have a client in Georgia. Maybe they're in Tennessee. Maybe they're on the Tennessee-Georgia border. And we run out of an item. But there's a local business close to them that we've been networking with. Okay. And this may not make a lot of sense, but I have access to their products. I've used the products and services, and I've actually, witnessed what they can do. And because we have networked, I can actually tell my customer, hey, listen, I'm currently out of X, Y, and Z, but I recommend you go to this company, go to this business owner, and they'll be able to take care of you. Or you can check with this business owner. Networking can give you referrals. Believe it or not, networking can give you referrals. It's not just about the actual, it's making the connections. It's not just about getting the sales in your business. It is about creating a cohesive bond between you and other people. Okay? Networking can save your business. You may be out of a certain product that you provide, and your current vendor can't get you that item, but you actually met someone, whether it was in person at an event, whether it was on social media, you met someone and they're able to provide what it is that you need. That can help to save your business and your reputation. Doing things all on your own, or believing that you can do things all on your own, I think is not a good way to start off building a strong business. Now, we start off as smaller business owners, as self-employed, as do-it-yourselfers. We start off a lot of times doing everything by ourselves. At some point in time, if we want to grow our business, we're going to have to consider networking. Okay, we're going to have to consider networking. Now, by a show of hands, how many people are actually networking right now? I saw some people say that they were networking. Praised by Design said they network a lot. Anyone else out there networking? The other company can either ship it using your shipping label, or just be a silent seller. Yeah, I'm not talking about in that context. We're not looking. So I want you to understand something, and this may not apply to you. This conversation may not be for you. I'm not talking in the sense that they're going to do something for me and I'm going to get the credit for it. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about saving face with the customer. Saving face with the customer because we may not have something. There's different types of networking. We may not have a product. I'm not looking to get the sale. I'm looking to make sure the customer has what they need. That's a different type of business growth. Someone may need some. We sell sublimation blanks and supplies. Okay, we sell sublimation blanks and supplies. Someone may need some tumblers, and we may be out of tumblers, but we know a neighboring company down the street that can actually help our customers. It may be a one-time thing. It may be a several. I don't know. You can't fear, and this is what I want to share with y'all. We can't fear losing customers because we network. You can't fear. Your goal, our goal should be to build our business. So, I mean, it's all the same to me. And everybody's not there. But what I do know is that your business is only going to grow as much as you feed it. Your business is only going to grow as much as you pour into it. Think about a goldfish. In that sense, think about a goldfish and how big a goldfish is going to grow inside of a small fish tank or a fish bowl. They're not going to grow that big. But if you put that goldfish in a bigger body of water, they're going to adapt to that bigger body of water, and they're going to begin to grow by default. Grand Rising, everybody. Thanks for jumping on. Drop your city and state. If you're just joining us, this is Eric coming in from the Blank Spot Academy. We're located in Columbia, South Carolina, and we're talking about using networking to grow your business. Not just to grow your business in that sense, but to grow your business's presence. A lot of times people don't understand why they're not making sales. Many people are saying, you know what, I'm not making sales. Well, the whole idea is not to make a sale. Yes, that's the end result. The whole idea should be to build a relationship. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. People are not looking to just be sold. People want to buy. But what they want to do is they want to be comfortable when they're buying. So when you build relationships with people, you are setting the stage. You're laying the groundwork. If everybody we meet right off the bat, if we try to sell everyone we meet right off the bat, we're not going to have a lot of people that want to deal with us. Okay, that's something to think about. If every time we get on social media, or every time we get on YouTube, we do a call, we do a webinar. If every time we get on and all we are doing is trying to sell, well, what's going to happen is the potential customers are going to get tired of being pitched to all the time. There has to be some type of exchange, not just, hey, I want to sell you an item. That's why when you see us coming on here on social media, that's why you see us coming on, and we want to give you some value. We want to give you some information that you may not know, something that can possibly help you. Is it time consuming? Yes. But ultimately, people trust people who are approachable. Remember, we're dealing with personalities. We are living in a time where social media is the way that people move. Networking is a must. If we're not networking, what are we doing? There's I think it was Zig Ziglar. No, Jim Rohn. I think it's Jim Rohn that says your network is your net worth. Well, a lot of people don't agree with that. And of course, you're going to always find somebody who doesn't agree with what somebody says. But I do believe that your network is going to be able to help you to extend your business. Okay. Yes, that's why I always suggest people make Facebook groups to connect better with their customers. That's a great idea. Sometimes we do things like that and we lose focus. I know I have in the past. We lose focus. People are wanting to be treated like people and not numbers. Think about it. How many times have you personally felt like all somebody wanted to do was just to make money off of you? Right? You probably felt like that with me coming on here. And if you have, I apologize. But it is important to connect with people and to show your human side, your sensitive side. Places like Facebook, every platform has its own genre. It has its own way that it looks at how it connects with people. Facebook is the type of platform that wants you to pretty much tell your business. Grand Rising. Thanks for jumping on. Drop your city and state, like, share, and tag. This is Eric coming in from the Blank Spot Academy, and we're talking about using a network to build your business. Using a network or networking to build your business. Yeah, Facebook is the type of platform that wants to know all of your business. It's a personalized type platform. It was created initially to keep in touch with each other. Okay. Soon it became a platform that allowed business owners to build and grow businesses and build and grow audiences. And people turned those audiences, those clients, they monetized those clients. Okay. And I'm telling you, there's customers to be found everywhere. Okay. There's an opportunity everywhere. Just so you know, there is an opportunity everywhere. So there's nothing wrong with having a large following and then using that following as an opportunity to make money. Does anybody disagree with what I just said? Do you have a problem with using an audience to make money? This is only for business owners. Because if you're not a business owner, I don't think you can honestly answer that. And if you are a business owner, tell me what you think. Corporate America, big business, does it every day. Big business uses platforms to monetize customers every day. But for some reason, sometimes we as smaller businesses feel some type of way about people trying to sell us something in their own way. How else are you going to build and grow your business? How are you going to get your product out there? How are you going to get your service out there? How are you going to get known? You create a website and you drive traffic to that website. You have a product or a service and you drive traffic to that product or that service. How are you going to do it? You have to network. You have to network. You have to let people know what you are doing. Okay. So what's some of y'all's experiences, man? I see a lot of people talking about that they do network. They talk about, I see one young lady saying, hey, she tells people to create groups. I encourage people to start business pages. I encourage people to start business pages, not just getting on here and using the personal pages to build or to grow. That's just my opinion. I've seen some not so good responses to doing it on your personal pages. You have to if you want to grow. There's some alternatives. There's a lot of people who desire to just stay where they are. This conversation is probably not for those people. Grand Rising, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it. Drop your city and state, like, share, and tag. Let us know where you're tuning in from. This is Eric coming in from Columbia, South Carolina. This is the Blank Spot Academy, and we're talking about using a network to build your business. Who do you know that does what you do? And would you consider networking with that person? Honestly networking with that person or with that business. Would you be worried that person's going to take your business? See, that's a huge issue right there with a lot of smaller businesses. People are afraid to network because they're more concerned about people taking their business than actually them learning how to grow and build. Think about it. There's enough business out here for everybody. Once again, no one person is superior to anything. However, there are a lot of people that can do things better than you. So maybe that individual or maybe that company that you're networking with, maybe they can help you to get to a different level. Maybe they can learn something from you. And you can help them to grow their business as well. It should not be a quid pro quo when networking. It should not be a quid pro quo. Yes, there's enough customers for everybody. At last count, there's still over 7 billion people in this world. At last count, there's still over 330 million people in this country. You just have to find the people who are looking for you. And a lot of times, because we don't provide every product and service that somebody may want. For example, somebody may come in here and they may ask for transfer paper. We don't sell transfer paper. However, if we have networked with someone, then we can actually shoot that customer to them. Remember, every customer is not your customer, but just because you can't provide an in-house solution, that doesn't mean that you don't try to help the customer. It is about building good, healthy relations. Good, healthy relations. So to the person that wants to know the size of the heat press in the back, it is a 40 by 31. We're talking about networks. We're talking about building networks. So if you guys are just jumping on, we're talking about building a network to improve, enhance, and grow your business. There's a lot to say about who you have in your network. It's important that you know what type of people you're dealing with. Everybody's not for everybody. So when building a network, you have to really take a look at what that individual or that company, you're welcome, what that individual or that company has to offer. They may not be able to offer you what you want, but they definitely may be able to offer you what you need. What does that look like? What am I talking about? When building a business, when new to business, there's lots of things that we don't know. There's lots of mistakes that we're going to make. There's lots of things that we're going to take out of context. A seasoned business owner can maybe assist you in making the better decisions. Okay? Most people I network with has become good friends. We are beyond business. Absolutely. Most of the people that I am connected to in business, I have an outside relationship with them. I'm talking about really connected to. And it makes a difference. It really does. There are people that I can go to in business and ask anything, and they won't be offended. And I know that I'm going to get a great answer. That's the great thing about doing what we're doing. Building a network can also turn into some type of mentorship, especially for somebody who is new in this arena. For those of you who are not marketing your business, I can't tell you to market your business, but what I would tell you is, if you're not marketing your business, how are you selling products? I think that's a valid question. Some people don't like social media. Some people get on social media to be entertained. Some people get on social media to laugh and look at different videos, dogs dancing, people gyrating, whatever the case may be. But if you have a business and you're not using social media to network, to build your business, then my question to you is, what is it exactly are you using it for? Word of mouth is going to go so far. So give me everybody who's over the age of, if you're over the age of, because there's some old spirits on here as well. Word of mouth is a great way to build your business, but I want you to think about a pond. Okay? Not to discourage word of mouth, but I want you to think about a pond. And I want you to think about dropping a rock in a pond or even a puddle of water. How far are the ripples going to go? They're only going to go so far. Or fishing in a pond. I think that's a better scenario. Think about fishing in a pond. The pond is stocked. And you're only going to be able to catch so many fish. Old spirits, 54, I think not. 54, I'm 50. So I think it's about a mindset, but we have to consider using the tools that are at hand. There's a lot of people who don't want to use social media to build their business. That's fine. That's their choice. I am not knocking anybody. If that's what you want to do and you want to stick with word of mouth, by all means, just know that you're fishing in a pond. And you'll never be able to catch a whale in a pond. If you're good eating on things like, a stocked pond that may have, brim, or I'm from the country, so catfish, or that's cool. But if you're looking to build a business, this is only for people. Listen, guys, and I can't stress this enough. The information that we share is only for people who are looking to seriously building a business. And I think there's a huge confusion sometimes as to if people are actually using what they know to make money and they're actually building a business. Either way, networking can help. But I think there's a big misconception of people out there who are actually building a business versus using their skills to make extra money. It's a difference. It's not the same. We do embroidery. We can't keep up with the work we have. Okay. And in order to keep up with the work that you have, maybe it's time to consider getting that an additional 6 head, if you want to grow your business. If not, and you're content with where you are, then by all means, keep doing what you're doing. This is only for people who want to grow and extend. We don't want to stay inside the walls of Columbia, South Carolina, inside the walls of the state of South Carolina. We don't want to stay here. We want to grow and build our business. That's what we want to do. Our desire is to work outside of these borders. And in order to do that, we have to cast a net, not a pole or a reel. See, too many people out there that say they want to build their business. A lot of people out there say they want to build their business, but they're still fishing with a fishing pole or they're fishing with a reel. We have to learn how to cast nets. And casting a net really means networking, getting yourself out there. Once again, everybody's not going to agree. And this conversation is not for everybody. It's only for people who are looking to build a business. But I know for a fact that networking will build your business. Networking will build your business. There's going to be a lot of things that you don't know about business. You may be spun up on your skill set and your craft, what you're actually doing, but you may not know about business. Building a network can help. It can help you to feel comfortable enough to ask the questions that you may have been embarrassed to ask someone else. So a lot of advantages to building a network. All in all, building a relationship with people that maybe do what you do or similar to what you do, you can't be afraid of competition. You can't put yourself out there as you're competing. Can't be like that. My daughter has a degree in communication. She told me that we must market to grow more. Your daughter is right. And to be honest with you, and I'm not trying to be funny, but it doesn't take a degree in communications to know that if you don't market, you won't grow more. Once again, you may be content where you are. And if you are content where you are, there's nothing wrong with that. You may be happy what you're currently doing. Okay. What do? I'm a business owner. We have a retail store. We sell sublimation blanks and supplies. We also teach business and personal finances, business and financial education. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but we don't need a scholar. We don't need a scholar to tell us something that we already know. A lot of us are running from things that are going to make us better. Once again, only do it if you want to grow your business. If you're comfortable where you are, see, here's what I learned. And I continue to be reminded of this every day. And mainly when I get on platforms when I get on social media, I'm reminded of this. There's a lot of people who are content right where they are. And they go back and they say, well, you know what? The struggle's real. But they're content where they are. They say that the struggle's real, but they're not trying to do any more than what they're currently doing. They say they want to see different results, but they keep on creating the same actions. If we're looking this, once again, it's only for people who are looking to build a business. If you're not looking to or interested in building a business, well, nothing that I said pertains to you. And you can just, forget everything that you heard. But if you're looking to grow, you have to network. You have to, like I say, not be afraid to connect with people who are doing what you're doing. That means watching people. That means taking some time to do some market research. Trying to grow, I don't think I'm doing it right. Growth takes time. How many people do you know go from and this is gonna sound real silly, but how many people you know go from 5 years old to 18 years old in one day, on a couple of months? Growth takes time. So as you consider what you're doing, you have to ask yourself, are the people that you're networking with bringing value to you? That's one of the questions that you probably want to ask yourself. What type of value are the people who are networking, that you're networking with, bringing? What type of value are they bringing? If they're not bringing the value that you need to grow, then you have to ask yourself, what is it that I want to do and where do I want to go? Absolutely. Following people is like watching people is like following people. You gotta follow. You gotta watch people. Most of my new customers come from posting on social media. Others are repeat loyal customers. To that comment, the young lady said that most of my new customers come from posting on social media, and the rest are others are repeat customers. How long, and I just want to ask y'all this. This is a little bit off topic, but I think it's on topic. How long is your business going to survive on repeat customers? I want y'all to think about that. I ain't saying repeat customers are bad. I just want you to think about something because I'm going somewhere. How long do you think your business is going to last on repeat customers? Any business. How long do you think a business will last on repeat customers? Anybody want to hit that one? Anybody? Repeat customers. How long do you think that business is going to last? Not long enough. I think that's an awesome answer. Not long enough. Do you know why? Because returning customers, although it's great to have loyal, or as we call it, loyal customers, number one, are repeat customers. They get familiar. They get familiar with you and your process. Not all, but most. The other thing is repeat customers will, at some point in time, not long, at some point in time, you change your policy, that repeat customer may go somewhere else because of, guess what? Pricing. Your quality hadn't changed. You're not doing anything different, but your pricing may go up. A customer who has been with you for years and has watched you grow may feel somewhat offended when your prices go up. Repeat customers, unfortunately, they eventually they are unalive. eventually repeat customers are unalive and local customers. So if you're hanging your hat, and this is the thing, if you're hanging your hat on repeat customers only and also word of mouth only, then your business is not going to live or survive too long. That's a fact. There's no research that I had to do on that. I didn't have to bring in a team of analysts to figure that out. None of that. When you broadcast, I want y'all to think about something. When a television show, when a television company station broadcasts, they're not trying to, most of them, I'm talking about global companies, they're not looking at getting ratings locally. I'm not saying they don't look at local ratings, but they're not looking at getting just local ratings. They're looking at getting ratings where they're broadcasting. So if they are broadcasting all over, they want to get, I said unalive. Yeah, unalive. Well, you gotta I thought I said unalive. I meant to say unalive. And you gotta be careful on these platforms because they'll ban you for saying certain things. They'll ban you for saying stuff that really makes sense. So but yeah, I mean, local customers will actually disappear. They'll disappear. And what ends up happening is, as I adjust my cameras, what ends up happening is you find yourselves locked in with local customers. And now, how can your business grow if you're all in with just local customers? Keisha from Columbia. I do custom laser engraving. Best clients for me, always online. Okay, Keisha. So you can kind of understand what I'm saying. Every business is different. That may be the best customers for you. But Keisha, do you have local customers as well? Do you have local customers as well? Keisha came right in. She dropped her city and her state. She shared that information so professionally. I love it, Keisha. I appreciate it. Yeah, do you have local customers as well, Keisha? I would say most consistent. Yes, also local. Gotcha. Okay. And it makes sense. It makes sense. Every business is different. Every business is different. And we have to treat every business differently. I'm trying to set up my YouTube, y'all, because I still have to broadcast. Because guess what? If I just use one platform, I'm only going to get a certain group of people. But if I use different platforms, guess what? I can catch more fish, right? Catch more fish. That makes sense? Yeah. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, a lot of people are set in their ways about growing a business. A lot of people are set in their ways about growing a business. And many times, I know the lighting changed. Many times, the people who are set in their ways about growing or building a business, many times they don't have any experience in building a business. Have y'all noticed that? Anybody else notice that besides me? Marilyn, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Robin. Has anybody else noticed that other than me? That it's the very people that don't understand how to build or how to grow a business are the very ones who are set in their ways about building the business, and they don't know. Growing my local audience, finding a niche is the 2023 goal, because when people search online, they're looking for something specific, but I want to connect with businesses for closing gifts locally. Okay. Well, in order to do that, Keisha, you got to get in these groups that talks to or things that talk to mortgage lenders and brokers. You want to get into groups and probably network with them. On a different level. Maybe find an event that they're hosting. We're mostly local right now. Excited for the website to go live. I'm excited for you as well, because I know that when that website goes live, it's going to be another era. It's going to be another milestone that you're going to meet, but it's definitely going to be beneficial. I did a presentation recently for a local BNI group. Congratulations. People take different approaches to how they want to build their businesses. Some business owners take the shortcut approach. We were in the Chamber of Commerce as well. I wasn't impressed by the Chamber of Commerce, but every business is different. Okay, every business is different, and if you are growing your business, if you're networking with other business owners and looking for new potential customers and clients, you're going to have to build a relationship. If you're not a people person, if you are what is considered to be an introvert, you're going to have to figure out how to become a situational extrovert, or hire a marketing team. If you're going to just do it yourself, you got to get some type of education. But I know for a fact, nobody needs to tell me that if I want to grow my business, and if social media is a source of potential customers and clients, then social media is where I need to be. I can't sit in my house, put my hands together, and just pray for customers and don't do anything about it. That's the part about faith and work, right? So the whole topic was and is using networking to build your business. This is only for people who want to build and grow a business. I'm talking about a real business. Not talking about, like I said, if you are a hobbyist, I'm not taking anything from you, but a hobbyist, someone who makes a little bit of money here and there, that does not equate to building a real business. I'm talking to people who are actually building a business, who are working their business with an attempt to make a profit, somebody who is consistently working, and someone who wants to grow and build. I think that's pretty plain. Everything that I say will not apply to everybody. If you are a business owner and you're content where you currently are, by all means, I wish you all the best and feel free to stay there. I promise you I'm not going to try to drag you somewhere where you don't want to be. My job in one of our businesses is to share business education and information. Part of that is this. That's part of that. Part of that is this. So that being said, my name is Eric, coming in from Columbia, South Carolina. This is the Blank Spot Academy. We're on here every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to don't worry about that dude, gal. I'm about to pop off. I appreciate you though. You're always coming on and you're narrating and you're moderating really well. I appreciate it. But we're on here every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And there's a reason why I do the gal. We could talk later on about this. But we're on here every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking business. We're on our YouTube, and we often broadcast to other platforms outside of YouTube. But make sure you share this information that you see, if you're on our YouTube channel, if you got some value out of it, make sure you like it. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more videos like this and to see other videos like this as well. Simple but fancy. Thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it. Something I do want to leave with y'all, though. I want you to keep this in mind. If you are building a business, it has to have some type of balance. Okay? Absolutely. There's no appointment necessary. You're more than welcome to come and check us out, and maybe you can give me some pointers. Maybe we can trade some secrets. How about that? But the whole idea is if you're looking to build a business, this is only for people who are looking to build, and I can't stress this enough. If you're looking to build a business that's going to last longer than your lifetime, you're going to have to consider networking. Once again, my name is Eric. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. Make sure you like, share, tag, subscribe, and I'll see y'all at the top because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.